Two cities, two destinies. On one shore of the Mediterranean stood Rome, disciplined, unyielding, and hungry for power. Across the sea, Carthage, wealthy, cunning, and built on trade and mastery of the waves. When their ambitions collided, the ancient world trembled. What began as a struggle for control became one of history's most brutal rivalries, the Punic Wars. And at its heart stood a man whose brilliance nearly shattered an empire, Hannibal. It started with Sicily, a jewel between their worlds. Rome sought dominance by land, Carthage by sea. Their first war was a contest of endurance, where Rome, lacking naval experience, built an entire fleet from nothing. They even trained soldiers on wooden platforms inland to simulate ship combat. That's resourcefulness at its finest, proving that courage and adaptability can rival centuries of experience. Though the war drained both sides, Rome's relentless spirit claimed victory. But Carthage wasn't done. Years later, a new leader emerged, bold, brilliant, and unafraid to defy the impossible. Hannibal crossed the Alps with thousands of men and wore elephants, defying nature itself. Snow, ice, and avalanches took more soldiers than battles did, but he pressed on. When he finally descended into Italy, his army was broken but not beaten. At Cannae, he orchestrated one of the greatest tactical masterpieces in history, surrounding and annihilating a Roman army twice his size. For the first time, Rome tasted fear. And yet, even in defeat, Rome refused to yield. This is where the true lesson of the Punic Wars emerges. Victory doesn't belong to those who never fall, but to those who rise after every fall. While Hannibal ravaged the Italian countryside, Rome changed strategy. They refused to meet him head-on again. Instead, they bled Carthage dry, attacking its allies, cutting its trade routes, and learning from every defeat. Resourcefulness met resilience. They adapted, evolved, and grew stronger. Finally, under the command of Scipio Africanus, Rome struck back, invading North Africa itself. At the Battle of Zama, the student of war met the master. Hannibal fought with all his brilliance, but Rome fought with something greater, unyielding perseverance and unity of purpose. The Punic Wars left scars deeper than battlefields. They taught the world that courage is not found in easy victories, but in the will to endure. Carthage showed the power of innovation. Rome showed the strength of discipline and dedication. Together, their struggle became a timeless story of ambition, loss, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. For today's generation, the Punic Wars remind us that progress is never smooth. Sometimes, the mountains we climb, like Hannibal's Alps, seem impossible. Sometimes, the setbacks feel too heavy. But like Rome, those who refuse to quit will always find a way forward. Empires rise and fall, but perseverance, true dedication, echoes forever.